Hope you understand this concept of this is the first way of renaming the columns. So I'll be showing the other method which is very easy, pretty straightforward. So what I'm doing here in the second method, the second way of writing renaming the columns is here I'm taking the alk data and then I'm giving another name alk data underscore calls or that is columns. So this is a new variable name where I'm directly storing the new header, the column values. So here it, in the previous example when you have renamed it, we have written as call count underscore list count underscore location production year alcohol percentage. Now I'm changing the column names directly with the help of a new variable name. So here I'm going to just write, I'm just taking the underscore, I'm giving space, count list, comma, country location, comma, production year, comma, alcohol percentage. I'm just removing the underscore, okay, the underscore from the previous naming convention of columns, okay. Here and then in the next step I'm executing it, and as this is a new variable I have to replace with the current columns of the data frame. So here I am taking alk underscore data. Here instead of underscore, here we have previously what is the name alk underscore data. So in the alk underscore data I'm renaming it and storing it with the dot columns. So see this is a dot columns which is already predefined, and this is a new variable. This is a user defined variable that I'm doing it. Here I'm using the existing column, okay, already existing column. So then I am taking this and storing it in alk underscore data dot columns from the current user defined columns, okay. I'm just replacing it with the existing, and then I'm executing it. Now if you observe alk underscore data dot head, okay, and if I'm giving a count of 5 where I have to display 5 rows and 5 columns, see, you can see the space. In the earlier example there is an underscore for each and every column between the names, column names, but here I have taken and replaced with the space, country list, country location, production year, and alcohol percentage. I think this is pretty much similar and straightforward. So here I also want to show, so what is the type of the alk underscore data, okay. So I am just typing here alk underscore data. So if I run, what is it? It will show you, what is that in the pandas or Python, or but what is it using? So type underscore dot underscore alk underscore data. What is it showing? Here it is in the pandas code date from, it's a data frame. So the whole alk underscore data is a data frame. So for suppose if I want to take country under country space location, so type country space location. So what it has to give, sorry, this should be no space, I think. Let me check. So here I have taken the wrong parameter. Instead of that, I should take type alk underscore data underscore cost. What is the column type? So if I take this shows it is a list. So this is a list. Okay. And if I see, if I type alk underscore data dot head, okay, it should display a method. Head is a method. So similarly, if I type alk underscore data dot columns, it should display index. Okay, so we can identify what is the type of the data or the data frame. So what are the columns that we are using? Is it a list or is it a method? Head is a method. So all this stuff we can easily identify with the help of the type keyword. Okay, and then I also want to show you uh, the table of contents. So here I have written as a rename a column, and if I want to delete this cell, what is the shortcut? I'm just recollecting this one. This is escape D, so that it will delete the column. Okay, and then I'm just checking this save and checkpoint. And after this, I just want to show you some a good a plugin extension where I've left yesterday. So if I want to show the table of contents in this Python library, okay, first we need to have some headers. So in the headers, the first header I've taken as rename a call. Okay, and then for suppose I'm writing one more markdown here. Let's take it as changing the count list, changing the heads or column names, changing the column names. Okay, column names. Okay, this is my second header, that is sk plus m. Okay, and after that, this is a describing types. So before this one, I'm just writing identify types. Okay, identify types. And this one is escape smart. Okay, and I have defined three headers. Okay, if you give one pound symbol, it is a first level header, like header 1. So if I want to write a subhead, if I want to write a subheader of identifying types, just take one more cell and give 2 pounds, and then write sub header or sub table of contents. Okay, and in today's class we have also discussed about the data dictionary and data frame. So before that, I'm going to write data dictionary, data frame, and data dictionary, data frame. And this is one header, and data dictionary I'm going to give us one more. Data dictionary. Okay, I've marked down as these headers. Okay, and then I'm just restarting my kernel, restart and run all cells. Okay, it is restarting, but you'll not see, you'll be not seeing any major difference, because we have to go to the NB extensions plugin. In the NB extensions plugin, so yesterday I've shown you, in the NB extensions plugin we have table of contents. It has to be enabled. See, it has to be enabled here, disable and enable. Now it is enabled, and after enabling it, what I am going to do is I'm just refreshing the page. See, before refreshing the page, I also want to show here we have a small icon, and beside that, this is an open the command palette. Beside that, you will be seeing one more icon. It is a table of content that it will be generating as it is enabled here, and as it is enabled in the NB extensions plugin. Now if I refresh the page, see, you can see the table of contents icon here. So if I click this one, see, it generates the numbers, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 and subtable of contents. So if you give 2 pounds, see, if you give 2 pounds, it takes as a sub content, the sub header of, that is level 2 header of the main header. So if I want to give some name under data frame, so below that I'm going here, just give me a minute. Below that I'm going to write, this is my give 2 pounds, and then write, this is my second data frame exercise, okay, and then I'm giving it as markdown. And then now if I want to generate one more level 3, so give 3 pounds, okay, generate a cell and give 3 pounds, my subtask of second data frame, and give it as a markdown. Now you can see 3 headers, right? 3. This is a level 1, this is a level 2, and this is a level 3. Now if I want to reload it, just restart the kernel, and then just a minute. See, you can see 2.1 as my second data frame exercise, and 2.1.1 as my subtask of second data frame. So this plugin helps to even write the documentation as well. Okay, hope this is very much clear and simple. Okay, and I'm going to show you one more simple way of identifying the number of rows in a Excel file. So here I'm going to take a new Excel file, okay, which I've taken it from one of the websites, from the data pool websites. Just give me a minute where I'll be showing you the link as well. So here, this is the website where I have downloaded the CSV file of, just a minute, accidental drug related deaths from 2012 to 2018. Okay, if I search, in this search bar with the accidental keyword, I got accidental drug related deaths from 2012 to 2018. I've just downloaded the CSV. So I'll just want to show you. So here is the place, this is the site where you can get a lot of CSV files, or the state wise, education wise, federal and city. You can have the statistics data where you can work on the data science projects. Okay, so here you can find the data sets. Okay, this is the website. Okay, so here I have downloaded this file. Okay, now I'm copying this file and keeping it I'm just placing it in my Python exercise folder. So I've just placed it over here. Okay, and after this I'll be opening my Jupyter notebook. So from here I'm just trying to read the file of the uh, CSV what we have downloaded. So what is the simple way? I think by this is the third time. By this you should be familiar to read a CSV file. So I'm just giving a variable name that it can be stored all the data frames. So first before that we need to have an import. So check whether we have an import statement. Yes, we do have an import statement. After that I'm giving, so I'm just identify the number of columns and rows, okay, of the CSV file. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. So what is the first step? Give a name. This is a data frame, data frame, data frame of drugs related. Okay, data frame of drugs. Okay, is equals to what I have to give here. What I have to give. Okay, we have to give the pd dot, yes, pd dot read underscore CSV and give the file name. What is the file name? Okay, just rename the copy, go to the folder name and just copy it and place it over here. See, this is the file name. I'm just copying this one where you have the data. I'm just copying the source file name, copying it, cancel, and then here I'm just pasting it over here. This is in the file. Okay, now if I generate this one with shift enter, okay, and print data frames drugs, it will give all the information. But what I'm going to do is how you can identify columns and rows just with one statement. So here I'm doing is, what I'm doing is data frame underscore drugs dot shape. Okay, this shape will give the number of rows and columns just within a second, like that. Oh, just give me a minute. Oh, here I've just given the method name. We need not to give that those two braces. So if I save and save the checkpoint, and I'm just restarting the kernel, now you can see once it restarts, so, okay, now it has to display, you see it displays this number of rows and 41 columns are there. So 5105 rows are there in the Excel and 41 columns are there in the Excel of this accidental drug related deaths of. So even this file I have just taken for the first time. Now if I open that Excel file from the folder, let us see. We are just verifying with the data whether it has the same number of rows and columns. Okay, so if I press Control Shift bottom arrow, it has to take to the last column, 5106. So what was the number we got in our exercise of Panda? From it says 5105. So the single digit only because of the header column. That's the only difference. Other than that, you can see that is only because of, so It's only because of the top column ID. Okay, here it starts with the 0. I mean, in the Jupyter, the data frame starts with the indexing 0. So that's where you got 5105. Otherwise, everything is same. So if I want to see the whole data frame, I think by now you should be very familiar. Data frame underscore drugs dot head. It will give all the information along with the rows and columns. Okay, but here it is simply displaying the head only because head displays only the particular number, the top 5. So if I want to see the whole records, drugs dot sorry print hyphen data frame drugs. Okay, display. See, it starts with the indexing 0 and all the ID, data type, age, 6. Okay, so if I scroll it down, see, you can see 5104 and 5105 rows. So it starts with indexing 0. So that's the only thing. Other than everything is similar and it matches with the records. Okay, and for suppose if you want to take the average of all the 5105 members of age. Okay, how do you do that? It is very simple and easy. So data frame underscore drugs dot describe. Okay, if I and here we have two braces. It's kind of as it is a method. So if I press shift enter, so for the age it is showing the count, the number of rows, the mean, standard deviation, minimum 25 percentage or 50%, 75%, and maximum. Okay, with the describe command you can see the all the all the averages, standard, mean and minimum. Okay, and here we complete our class for today. I hope you have enjoyed the class based on the concepts we have discussed. So if you like, just subscribe to my